Welcome back, Fab Fellows. Today our story is about a young man named Juntang, who finds his heart torn between a former pop star, his high school senior, and a girl he met at a party. In present, Juntang is sitting in the dorm with his friends, joking and laughing. As he stands up to venture out, one of his friends asks him where he's going. Juntang replies that their beer stock is running out, so he's going to get some more. She then asks him to pick up some snacks on his way back, and she'll pay him. As he leaves, he glances at one of his friends named Shiya and wishes she would come with him. Outside, suddenly, Shiya calls out to him, saying she wants to get some ice cream. Juntang suggests getting a big tub this time so she can have plenty. Shiya asks if he'll stop her, and he says no, hinting it might help her gain weight and avoid attention from admirers. She calls him mischievous and asks what's on his mind. Juntang simply replies, nothing. She tells him to stop fooling around and keeps asking him to tell her. Juntang hesitates because she's not his girlfriend yet, and she hasn't said she likes him either. Suddenly, she pulls him close and kisses him, reminding him that she said if he doesn't love her, he should stay away. Juntang remembers the first day he met Shiya at Minsong University. He thinks to himself that he's amazed and could never imagine encountering a girl like her in his early 20s. It all started a few months back, on February 25th, as the news broadcasts that Shiya is seen at the gates of Minsong University 9 months after her retirement. She has chosen to go back to studying. Meanwhile, on his way home, Juntang is thinking about the end of the vacation and going back to school. Suddenly, he gets a message on his phone from his friend Ju, telling him that she finished her re-enrollment paperwork. Juntang thinks about her returning to school after reading her message. Ju suggests meeting up, mentioning how long it's been since they last saw each other. Juntang agrees but mentions the distance. She insists it'll be worth it since she's returning to school, asking if they'll meet. Juntang suggests having lunch together and she agrees. He feels really happy and quickly changes his clothes, thinking she was the reason he got accepted to Minsong University. As he heads to change, he spots a girl standing at the building's gate. He wonders if she's waiting for someone, finding her familiar but not sure where he's seen her before. He asks if they've met, but she doesn't reply. Juntang thinks they might have had a class together once, but he dismisses the idea. Suddenly, he remembers his friend Guaju had a crush on her when she was in a singing group and felt really sad because she left the group. Juntang asks if she's Shiya from Dream Suite, the singing group. She confirms it, asking what he wants, while holding a lighter, flicking it on and off. She suddenly thrusts her lighter towards Juntang's face. Startled, Juntang threatens to call the police, but she challenges him, questioning if he thinks she's foolish, a crazed fan chasing someone who left the limelight to live a normal life. Juntang apologizes, admitting his mistake, explaining that his friend is a huge fan of Dream Suite and often bombards him with her pictures, being obsessed with her. As they converse, Juntang receives a message on his phone. He apologizes to her and mentions that he has an appointment and must go. He suggests she should go inside as the weather is freezing cold. Juntang hurries to meet Ju, thinking about Shiya's odd behavior earlier and wondering if he should keep his distance. But seeing Ju shivering in the cold, he calls out to her. Ju complains about the chilly weather. Juntang apologizes for keeping her waiting, suggesting she could have waited indoors. Ju responds, saying she was worried he wouldn't recognize her. They go into the restaurant together to eat. Juntang expresses his joy, saying he's happy Ju left her job to come back to school. Ju explains she wanted to tell him earlier, but waited to congratulate him on getting into the same school. She mentions hearing the academic affairs officer is strict. Juntang laughs, joking that it'll just increase his chances of failing. They both laugh, and Juntang asks if Ju has a boyfriend. She responds, asking why he wants to know. Juntang tells Ju about his place, saying it's big with lots of fun things to do. Ju asks if she can't say no. Juntang explains he didn't mean it that way. Leaving the restaurant, Ju talks about the cold, hoping to catch the last bus. Juntang gives her his scarf to stay warm. She thanks him, and he says she can give it back tomorrow. Feeling very happy, he walks away. At his door, Juntang finds Shiya waiting. He's surprised to see her since it's 11 a.m. and she's been there since morning. Shiya warns Juntang not to spill her address, threatening him. Confused, Juntang expresses his confusion, feeling like he's lost his grasp on everything. Suddenly, Shiya faints, collapsing to the ground. Juntang panics, urging her to wake up and calls for ambulance. The next morning, Juntang is still asleep after spending the whole night at the hospital with Shiya. Annoyed by the doorbell interrupting his rest, he answers it to find Shiya there. She greets him warmly and brings breakfast from the hospital, inviting him to eat together. Juntang tells Shiya he's already eaten and closes the door. He reflects that no one pities him without a reason. On his first day at university, Juntang messages Ju during class, asking about their meeting. Ju apologizes for forgetting his scarf due to her busy group project, Juntang's friends notice him texting and tease him about a girl, jokingly asking if she's his girlfriend. Juntang defends Zhu, but his friends continue teasing. After his classes, Juntang returns home feeling sad because he hasn't seen Zhu all day. He thinks about visiting the Faculty of Arts tomorrow to see her. Suddenly, Li Shiya appears, and he tries to avoid her. She asks about his day at school, but Juntang stays silent. Feeling like nobody should pity him for no reason, he keeps ignoring her. Li Shiya persists, asking if he had dinner, and Juntang replies that he had it alone. Later, she inquires about his afternoon class, and he comes up with an excuse. Even when she mentions the cultural club festival, he denies being involved. Li Shiya keeps chasing him, and he continues to ignore her. Juntang's friend notices the beautiful girl waiting at the door and asks if she's his former girlfriend, but Juntang denies it. The next day, Li Shiya shows up in Juntang's lecture hall, drawing everyone's attention as she walks to him. Juntang takes her hand and leads her out. He asks how she found him, and she says she heard his name and department. Juntang tells her he's not interested and already likes someone else. Li Shiya laughs, saying she just wants to be friends because she's lonely and has no one. She asks if he knows why she's suspended, explaining it's why she can't make friends. She's trying to change. Juntang gets Li Shiya's number and suggests they have dinner together. Later, as they walk home from school, Juntang asks if he should call her sis. She tells him to be casual, but when he says her name, Li Shiya, she stops him with her finger on his lips, surprising him. People around compliment her beauty as they walk. She asks Juntang to have that dinner, but he says he's going to a party that night. Later, Li Shiya tells Juntang she hopes they don't fall in love as close friends. At the party, a senior asks if Li Shiya is his girlfriend, but Juntang says she's just a neighbor. The senior tries to get Li Shiya's number by making Juntang drink, but Juntang doesn't get drunk easily. Juntang gets a call from Li Shiya and jokingly calls her Miss Smasherhead. She asks if he's drunk, but he denies it. Juntang leaves the bar while talking to Li Shiya on the phone, and the senior appears next to him. The senior grabs Juntang's phone and tries to talk to Li Shiya while they wrestle for it. Li Shiya's call gets dropped, and the senior ends up vomiting by the road. Juntang pats his back as Li Shiya arrives behind him, holding a bottle of alcohol. The senior tries to impress Li Shiya, but she tells him to stop embarrassing himself. She grabs Juntang's hand and pulls him away. The senior grabs Juntang's other hand and rushes towards them. Li Shiya and the senior start pulling Juntang towards each other. Suddenly, she swings the bottle towards his face. The senior dares Li Shiya to hit him, but Juntang steps in between them. He takes the wine bottle from Li Shiya, drinks from it, and persuades the senior to finish the rest. The senior drinks it all, but when he looks back, Li Shiya and Juntang are long gone. Li Shiya and Juntang run down the road, stopping to catch their breath. Juntang scolds Li Shiya for trying to hurt someone with a bottle, and she starts crying. She says trouble always finds her no matter what. Juntang realizes she's prone to violence and asks about it, but Li Shiya says it's a secret. Juntang promises to support Li Shiya during tough times and spend time with her. Li Shiya smiles and says she bought the alcohol for them to drink together. Juntang asks how she found him, and she points to the posters on the wall. As they walk, Juntang sees a back-to-school poster for the College of Literature near his apartment. He rushes towards the venue, hoping to see Zhu there. Juntang finds Zhu outside, and they wave at each other. But Zhu stops suddenly when she sees Li Shiya behind him. She recognizes Li Shiya and calls out her name, attracting everyone's attention. Juntang walks up to her and introduces them. As people standing around begin to gossip about Li Shiya's alleged scandal, she insults Zhu and walks away. Zhu and Juntang leave together, but Zhu is unable to get a ride because it's way too late in the night. Zhu is stranded with nowhere to go. She says her parents will be upset if she stays out, so she agrees to spend the night at Juntang's apartment. Back at the apartment, Zhu and Juntang ask Li Shiya to help by pretending to be Zhu's friend and telling her parents she's staying over. Li Shiya is hesitant at first but agrees in the end. She also asks to stay the night, and they all end up drinking together. In their drunken state, the girls bond, and Li Shiya goes outside for air. Juntang notices she's underdressed, so he gives her his sweatshirt. She asks how long he's known Zhu, and Juntang says they met in a tutorial class before college. Li Shiya admits she's jealous of their friendship as hers never lasted long. Juntang holds Li Shiya's hand while she cries quietly. The next morning, Juntang is throwing up in the bathroom while Li Shiya sits outside the door. She's surprised when he walks out and compliments her eye color, but she stays silent. Juntang asks for Zhu, and Li Shiya says she already showered and left early to avoid her parents' anger. Li Shiya goes to the cupboard for her lighter and cigarettes, but Juntang gets them for her. When he asks about the ashtray, she takes it and empties it in the toilet. Curious about Li Shiya, Juntang tries to look her up online. Suddenly, she enters the room. and he quickly hides his phone. Mesmerized by her eyes, he rushes out to dispose of some trash, shouting out that he is not attracted to her. Shiya is surprised to find him watching her but smiles and invites him to have takeout with her. A month later, Juntang, Shiya, and Zhu go to see the cherry blossoms. Shiya is excited as she hasn't seen them in a while. She gets lost in the beauty of the blossoms. Juntang asks Zhu to visit the library together, but she declines, telling him it's better they read separately since they have different majors. Juntang feels disappointed, and Shiya notices. She tries to cheer him up by showing a photo she took of Zhu that day. When he sees it, he smiles and asks her to share the pictures on their group chat. Shiya asks Juntang if he likes Zhu that much, but he initially denies it before walking away. However, he returns and asks if his feelings are obvious. He also mentions he knows she isn't interested in him and leaves. Later, Zhu returns Juntang's scarf, and a classmate reveals it's been on Zhu's table for days. Zhu awkwardly dismisses her, and they leave together. Over time, Zhu keeps turning down Juntang's invitations to hang out, only agreeing when Shiya is invited too. Juntang confesses to Shiya that Zhu is his first love, even though she's not into him. Later on, a friend of Juntang invites him to a get-together between 3 girls and 3 boys. Shiya barges into Juntang's room and gives him a makeover. She tells him that her reason for this is to make him look the best at the get-together and also to see how attractive he can look. Shiya forbids him from having a girlfriend because they won't be able to hang out together anymore if he does. When he insists it won't change their friendship, she teases him, telling him that friends don't hold hands. Juntang arrives fashionably late to the party, and one of the girls with red hair immediately takes a liking to him. The other 2 girls playfully put lipstick on his lips for fun and take a Polaroid photo of him. When he sees it, Juntang realizes he has on the same color of lipstick Shiya uses. Juntang is forced to sing a karaoke song, and the red-haired girl named Ruiner watches him while considering if she should make a move on him or not. As the party continues, Juntang picks up an earring from the floor that belongs to the Ruiner. He gives her the earring, and they briefly talk about piercings. Later on, the boys and girls are paired up as 3 couples to play wedlock wine, and Juntang is paired with the Ruiner. However, for the first 3 rounds, the bottle doesn't stop on Juntang. On the 4th try, Juntang and the Ruiner are asked to share a kiss for the 4th and final round. Meanwhile, Shiya tosses and turns in bed, wondering what Juntang is up to. She remembers how she had lost all hope for love before showing up for the get-together. She had also hoped to meet a guy to help her get over her previous breakup. The Ruiner makes her move to kiss Juntang but gets nervous and leans back without kissing him. She regains her confidence and downs another glass of alcohol before leaning in to kiss him. However, he holds his finger against her lips. He reveals he has not had his first kiss and doesn't want to remember it as a kiss he shared during a game of truth or dare, as it would make him look pathetic. The whole group laughs at this, and they decide he should sing instead. After the party, Ruiner is tipsy and wants to go home, so Juntang offers to walk her home. They both leave together, and on their way, Juntang talks about unrequited love. He mentions that persistence and love do not always pay off. Ruiner also talks about her breakup. She reveals that her ex-boyfriend broke up with her after he repeated senior class in high school for 3 consecutive years. Juntang walks up to Ruiner and brushes her hair from her face, realizing she's crying, but she tells him she isn't. He wonders to himself whether Shiya's hair feels the same way as Ruiner's, but he immediately pushes away the thought. After seeing Ruiner home, Juntang considers texting Shiya but decides to send a voice note instead. Just as he's about to, his phone goes off. He runs back home, calling out her name, and finds her sitting outside the house waiting for him. He tells her he had fun and convinces her he's not drunk by walking in a straight line. When she tells him she's been indoors all day, he talks about how he wishes he could take a break from school. Shiya and Juntang laugh about how he got lipstick on his lips, but she gets jealous when he tells her about the game they played, Wedlock Wine. While he's trying to convince her it's not as she thinks, she holds his face and leans in to kiss him briefly. When she tries to move away, Juntang pulls her back in and kisses her. After they both kiss, Shiya goes into her apartment and asks him to come in, but he tells her he'll head in later. And that wraps up today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support is crucial for our growth. Thank you for watching.